You make a video about the new study about the risk of heart disease and intermittent. As of right now, all we have is this abstract published by the American Heart Association Epidemiology Department. It was a study of over 20,000 adults, finding that those who followed an 8-hour time-restricted feeding window had a 91% increased risk of cardiovascular disease and apparently an increased risk of all-cause mortality compared to their counterparts eating in a 12 or more hour window. With that being said, there are a lot of drawbacks to this data. First, it's an epidemiological study, meaning all that they did was look how a specific variable correlated with a specific outcome of interest. For example, in this scenario, they looked at how intermittent fasting affected their risk of cardiovascular disease. But its many limitations include not actually stratifying for the health of the individuals, meaning anyone following the intermittent fasting protocol was included in the study. If we think about this logically, the people who are most likely to practice intermittent fasting are those who have previously been or who are currently overweight or obese. It's fairly well documented that being or once being obese and overweight increases your risk of heart failure and other cardiovascular complications. Therefore, these results may just be an artifact of the growing popularity of intermittent fasting, as more and more people who are already or were once unhealthy are taking on intermittent fasting in order to achieve better health. Therefore, this study would give us much more information if they stratified for the current or past health of the participants to see if people who are currently healthy still had an increased risk of cardiovascular disease complications. A second caveat is they did not look at the nutritional quality of these individuals' diets. Many people find that with intermittent fasting, as long as they restrict their time window, they can eat the foods they still enjoy. And sometimes some of these foods may carry secondary risk factors for cardiovascular disease. While not nearly as strong as being overweight and obese, they still may contribute to risk. With that being said, if we take this epidemiological study and we pin it against the majority of the data that we currently have, most of the data indicates that intermittent fasting reduces cardiovascular disease risk factors, such as lowering blood lipids, blood pressure, body weight, and improving insulin sensitivity, as well as reducing multiple serum, meaning blood, measures of inflammation. With that being said, many news articles will take this information and run with it, simply just to publish an eye-catching article. However, because this is a correlational study and they really did not stratify for any health markers, I don't personally believe we can make any broad-reaching conclusions from this data. With that being said, if you would like an individualized approach to your nutrition and lifestyle to optimize your health, energy, and body composition, send me a DM to sign up for coaching.